Heidi ho, everybody. Guess what? It's Wackadoodle Wednesday. And yeah, Okie from Muskogee. Although he was not an Okie from Muskogee, he was from the Bakersfield, Mexifornia area. But yeah, Merle Haggard passed on to the celestial band out there in the universe today on his 79th birthday, no less. Dang, talk about timing. Well, y'all are listening to Grammy's Rocket Chair, and I am Grammy Mary, your hostess with the mostest, and today it's the mostest wheezing and sneezing and dripping and... Because, allergies. Whee! They are fun. I've been oiling, and trust me, I am doing way better than I expected myself to be doing, but, yeah. I'll probably have a sneezing fit just because that's what I do. I may even have a little bit of a coughing fit, and I know I have Kleenex right handy in case I have a drippy fit. Oh, well, it's a Wackadoodle Wednesday, the first show of April. I missed April Fool's Day because, well, I was down getting my youngest. I didn't get her married off, but she got herself married off, and yay! I'm having a good time thinking, yeah, she has a daughter that's just like her. Okay, well, yeah. Jay's her daughter. Yes, she is. Crazy little woman. Absolutely love her. She's such a wild woman. And she played violin for my daughters actually in the reception. And she did a wonderful job. You know, for a 12-year-old, she did damn good. I'm impressed. I told her she's going to be the next Lindsay. So, okay, let me see who all is over here in that effing site. I also shared over on Facebook. Oh, and I probably ought to open up Twitter. Twitter. See how many. I haven't been to Twitter in, God, a week. Hey, I still have over 300 followers, too. Booyah. Thank you, barman. Truly appreciate it that you tweeted me over here. How about I just go ahead and retweet? Tweedly deedly deet. Okay, what the hell? What the hell? I'll just check it over here. And Freedom's Network also retweeted me. Woo woo! Thank you, darling. Love you guys. Hope you're having an absolutely amazing evening this evening. I am so far. Oh, wow. I really like that swimsuit. Although I'm not skinny enough to wear it, but I really like that. You have to go to Twitter. It's Megan shared it. It's Shop HQ or Shoe HQ. Excuse me. It's Shoe HQ, but it's a bikini. What does that have to do with? Oh well, I like it. It's pretty. It's not my color, but it's still pretty. Okay, let me see. Heidi ho to everyone over on Facebook. Let me go look and see who all is here. I did have a few. Hey, there's Nancy. Hey, sweetheart, how you doing? And I do believe that, hey, Kim, how are you and the hubby doing? I also see Mary B is over here, as well as Bubs. Hi there, darling. How you guys doing? Hope you're having a splendiferous Wackadoodle Wednesday. Waka, 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 waka. Wow. Over here, hey barman, thank you, sweetheart, for sharing that over here in the shout box over on that effing site. I love this effing site. I love the effing people. Y'all are just a effing awesome. Yeah, it is that time again, ain't it? Yeah, the crazy woman has stepped into the building. Let me refresh my RLM Radio as well. Yeah, I'm here. I'm live. I've got someone listening over here. Hi there, sweetheart, whoever you are. Let me go see. Who do I have over here in the RLM? Looky there. Looky there. All kinds of lovely people. Okay, over here in the RLM, right up on top is Asmo. Asmo, you're always on top. Hun, is that your preferred position? Just curious. I also see Barman is here. Barman, hun, I might need a hot toddy by the end of the night, although I do believe that by the time I get done on the radio, I got a bathtub with some Epsom salt and some eucalyptus oil that's calling my name. And I think it's going to help quite a bit because like I said, I've been doing my oils and I'm really, not doing near as bad as I thought I would be doing because, yeah, I was in a different part of the state with different pollen. And I don't know if y'all know this, but you go to somewhere where there's different pollen and you spend some quality time there, especially if it's stressful quality time, like, your kid getting married and you running like a freaking crazy brains. And the only way you remember anything from the days is because people are kind enough to share pictures. And you just kind of go, dude, seriously? Wow, I did that? Oh, okay. No, I did not drink it. I had 3 sips of beer the whole frickin' weekend. That's probably what's wrong with me. In any case, yeah, you go somewhere where there's different pollen and that will mess with your system. And yeah, I need to break out my honey and get me some. And I'm talking about the liquid kind. I'm not talking about the, hey, Gary. I'm not talking about the somebody you can hug. Although I could probably hug my jar of honey, but it might get a little messy. Although that happens, yeah. Let's don't go there. Okay, over here. I'll say hi to some more people. There's the lovely Beth Z. And Beth, thank you ever so much. You shared something earlier today that I think I'm going to try and get to today. Although I've had several people share some really wonderful things today. And I don't know if I'm going to have time to get to them all. I may have to save some of them for that frickin' Freaker Friday. Which, heads up to any of the new listeners to my rocket chair, there will be F-bombs. There always are. My eldest brother, I was talking to him over the weekend, and actually I was talking to him Monday evening at bowling, which we wound up losing first place by 3 pins. Sucks! But hey, we got second place, and we had a good time, because the team we were bowling against, yeah, squirrel! The team we were bowling against is normally quite quiet, and they weren't by the time we got done with them. Because every time they would get up to bowl, and it didn't make a shit bit of difference what they did, if they did good or if they did bad. As soon as they started walking back to their table, we would go, dun, dun, dun. And so, by the third game, that's what they were doing, was they start walking back and they'd go, dun, dun, dun. So, yeah, we had fun. We were loud. We got told by some of the older ladies, yeah, I can say that, because they are older than me. We got told by some of them that we were being a little bit too noisy. And I looked at one of them and just winked at her and said, take out your hearing aids, you won't hear us. She smacked me. I don't know why. Oh, well. Back to saying, hey, hi, ho. Hey there, Cowboy Tech. I hope you're hearing pleasant voices this evening, even if they are kind of a little on the stoppied up schnozola side. I also see Grimner is here, who is just absolutely amazing, awesome, wonderful, splendiferous. Yes, he does all kinds of wonderful things over here in RLM and over on that effing site. And it's just so way cool. I absolutely love it. And my kitty cat is messing with my Kleenex. It's like, you little turkey butt. That is mine. That is not your toy. Goofball cat. Okay. Let's see. Who else do I have? Moose Girl. Hey, Moosey. How's it going, sweetheart? Long time no see. I did see that you liked some of the pics over on Facebook. Yeah, woo. Yeah. Part of my job was to make sure that the little girls, the flower girls, had to, make sure they got dressed, make sure they didn't get dirty, make sure they had shoes, and make sure I got them to their hair appointment so their hair could be done way, 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 way cool. And, in the interim, I was also entertaining grandsons and running and fetching for my daughter because she was totally freaking because, well, her wedding day and it was her day. And so, yeah, I did my own hair, which it looked really good at the beginning of the day. Did my own makeup, too, which is kind of scary because I don't do that very often. But it looked pretty good at the beginning of the day. The end of the day, not so much. But, hey, what the hell? Yes. Well, thank you, barman. You're so awesome. Okay. I also, can you say squirrel? Oh, look, a chicken. I'm kind of, yeah. I also see the lovely Kate is over here. Hey there, Kate. How you doing, sweetheart? And looky there. There is Rome's. And I don't have to worry about him being Darth Rome's this evening because I'm already going. Because, yeah. I love allergy season. 'Tis the season to be wheezing. Normally that's fall because fall gets me worse than spring. But wow. Having 40 and 50 mile an hour winds for the last freaking week has really stirred the crap up out here in Booneyville. I also see IB Don C is here. Hey there, sweetheart. How you doing? And looky there. There's that new daddy, Java Doctor 2, the new and improved version. Because, yeah, he's a new daddy. And speaking of new and little ones, Bretta Choey is a grandpa. So, if he shows up over here tonight, although I kind of sort of doubt if he does, because I think he was working while the wifey poo was down with their daughter who was 2 weeks overdue. And so I'm thinking he's probably on his way to see his new grandson. So yay, congrats, Bretta Choey. And yeah, that's not a little baby. No, she had a half-grown baby because he's 9 pounds 9 ounces. Wow. Okay, let's see. Now, oh, hey, there's Chalcedony as well. Hey there, sweetheart. How you doing? And looky there, there's Gary L., who shared an absolutely awesome video over on Facebook. Shared it on the Real Liberty Media Facebook page and also on his own page, which is where I saw it and listened to it and went, booyah. Love this woman. Wish I could hug her through the computer. Wish Georgia wasn't so far away, because I would hug that woman. Damn. She's awesome. Hell of a speech. Okay. I also see I'm over here, although it's kind of, sort of, yeah. Abso-fucking-lutely. Oh, F-bomb. Yeah. There you go. R.L. Burnside, it's bad, It is? All kinds of fun things are bad. That's what they say. Okay, where am I at? Oh, yeah. Juana Taco. Oh, sweetheart, you know how absolutely amazing that sounds? And I know this morning you offered me a breakfast burrito or a breakfast taco or, yeah, something like that. It was something breakfasty. And I was thinking, damn, you're too far away, hun. Shit. But, yeah, I had chicken noodle soup because I'm trying to get rid of my nose. Well, I don't want to get rid of my nose. I kind of like it. It holds my glasses up when I wear them. Excuse me, I got myself all choked up. I also see Oslo is here. Oslo, are you the strong silent type, sweetie? Because I don't think I've ever seen you say anything. And looky there, there's P. Bunyan. He tipped his hat to me earlier. Hey there, sweetheart. I give you a hug too, but I'm wheezing and I don't know if you want to go there. And to round out the crew, the one, the only, the Solvenor. Because Vinny Vinzi ain't here this evening. I think he was trying to have a cop-free day. That's usually a good thing, hun. Most of us don't like to have days that have, ossifers of the law involved, don't you know? I'm going to go ahead and shut that real quick. And let me see what's going on over here. I'm checking. Who wants change? Who wants change? I want change. You got some in your pocket? I'd appreciate it. Because it kind of changed the Hopi McChange that we got the last time. If you aren't specific with what you're wanting, you have a tendency to get whatever they are willing to give you. You know that, don't you? Yeah. I could do without that Hopi McChange that they gave us. Okay, I got to get back to, because there was something really, really lovely on Tessa's page over here on Facebook. Oh, I need to go back one more. Sniffles. Scrolling. Keep that cursor rolling right. This is over on Tessa's wall over on Facebook. I love it. This is the way I felt today. Donald Trump is running for president. Ben Affleck is Batman. And Burger King is selling hot dogs. It's like America decided to put on period sweatpants and no makeup and just gave up. Pretty much. That's pretty much the way it is. Yeah. It's like, really? Fuck it. What the hell? Why are we even messing with any of this stuff? And then I think, no, I'll run for POTUS of my little world, in my little life. I will be the boss of me, and you can be the boss of you, and we'll just try and get along with each other. And if we don't get along with each other, then we'll just have to frickin' learn to avoid each other. What do you say to that? Oh, that's a cool tree, Gary. I see this over here on Facebook. Oh, sniffles. Thank you. Okay. Let's see. I saw this over on the effin' site. I don't remember who in the heck shared it now. Load newest. Corruption and propaganda weapon. Ah, no. Really? No. I think it was Caddy Scatbright. No, it was HWR that shared it. Over here on that effin' site. Freedom's Network, by the way, for those of you that don't know the vernacular. That's a big word, I know, and I used it properly in a sentence. This is from the dailysheeple.com, which, yeah, is it live or is it Memorex? Is it bullshit or is it just freaking mainstream media? Which is bullshit. Apparently, the White House to deal with pressing issue of toys that perpetuate gender stereotypes. Perpetuate, huh? Okay. Big word, don't you think? You'd think with all the serious stuff that's going on in society today and across the world, the White House would have its hands full to deal with something like, say, toys that perpetuate gender stereotypes. But you'd be wrong. Because social engineering and the politically correct agenda are at the top of Dangleberry's list, don't you know? The White House Council on Women and Girls. What the hell? Why do we have a council on women and girls? It's like we have to have a freaking council on everything. I kiss my ass. Apparently it's hosting a conference as the administration wants to change the way we think about gender roles, starting with the toys we give children. You know, my brothers played with dolls as well. Most of the time, they played with my Barbies. The only problem is, when they played with my Barbies, a lot of times they were playing cowboys and Indians, and Barbie got scalped. I had a lot of bald Barbies. Okay, not a lot, but a lot for me. It was like 3 or 4 throughout the years. So, yeah, my brothers were ever so lovely. And then they played with the little plastic army mans because, you know, we used to do that and we'd have rubber band fights. And whoever shot down everybody else's army mans first, that was the winner of the battle. You know, rubber bands and plastic army mans. I think that's how we should solve all the problems of the world. You got this guy over here that's pissed at this guy over here. You have them set up their little plastic army mans. You give them a box of rubber bands. So what if they put an eye out, you know? You're pissed off, you want to have a battle, here you go, have a battle. Plastic army mans and rubber bands. Have at it. That way, everybody else that is not involved, that doesn't have anything to do with it, doesn't have a beef in this issue, that doesn't even know who in the frick you want them to shoot or why, they don't have to get involved. It's just you two. Go ahead and put each other's eyes out. I don't care. Oh, well, back to this. According to the Time magazine, also part of the initiative, along with Netflix and the Girl Scouts and Discovery Communications. Oh, Netflix, why'd you do that? I love my Netflix, but now you're pissing me off. This is about our children's future in the workforce. Oh, see, it always comes down to the workforce. Be good little drones. Be good little soldiers. Be good little worker bees. Yes, and you see, if you don't think that there's a difference between boys and girls, which, sorry, darling, there is. Boys have a gear shift and ball bearings, and girls have a little, yeah, they have a little vajayjay. There's a difference, hon. And those two puzzle pieces, they fit together. as they should. Apparently, research shows that toys kids play with and the media they consume has a real impact on the skills and interests they develop over their lifetimes. That's from Tina Chen, the executive director of the White House Council on Women and Girls. We think it's important for children's media and toys to expose kids to diverse role models and teach them a variety of school skills. You know, my grandchildren found out that it's okay if daddy stays home and mommy goes out and works. Because my daughter got a job, and although my son-in-law has worked outside the home, her job was better paying, and so he stayed home with the young'uns. Which, you know, there's going to be an awful lot of people out there that are very derogatory about this shit and go, oh, he was a house husband. Really? Seriously? You tried doing it. You tried teaching those kids, because every one of my grandkids were able to read. Not books, but they could recognize words, they could sound out words, they could do all kinds of fun stuff by the time they were 3 years old, because he worked with them. You know, he wasn't just this slug. He did things with the kids, and he taught the children. And he still works with them. So, you know, don't give me this shit of, and they share duties around the house. And the children, the grandchildren, share duties around the house. Doesn't make a damn bit of difference if you're the granddaughter or the grandsons. Everybody has chores. And those chores alternate every week. And there's not a dang thing wrong with that. Kids need to learn. Boys need to learn how to do laundry just as well as girls do. And actually, my grandsons really enjoy cooking, and they're quite good at it. So, you know, you don't need to have a freaking council on women and girls in order to teach children that if you wish to try to do something, you can do it. You know, it doesn't make a difference if you're a boy or a girl. Anatomically, there are some things that girls find a little bit more difficult to do than boys. You know, like knock another girl up. That's a little difficult. Gotta have somebody step in for you. But hey, you know, it doesn't make a dang bit of difference. You don't have to have your frickin' what? Oh, you remember those two, Beth? You don't have to have a frickin' council to step up. You really don't. I mean, I had two girls, but yep. Lily? Where's Lily? Hi, Lily. Oh. Noses, yes, Grammy noses smell. So do feet. But I don't want to switch them, because that would not be cool. Yeah, Beth, we used to do that too. Yeah. I'm lucky I can see. She said she remembers getting the elastics in the face too, and yeah. Good thing you didn't say rubbers in the face, because wow, that just, although I just did. Okay, where the hell was I at? Oh, back to this frickin' Daily Sheeple thing. I'm losing my patience with it already. I'm just going to go ahead and share this. It's already on the effing site. Green team parents? Who in the hell are green team parents? I know green tea. What's green team? I don't understand. I'm a little slow today, don't you know? Okay. And I have a little hum in the background. I'm thinking that my computer, that's several years old, the my little sound card thingies, the plug-ins, yeah, those technical terms. I'm thinking that they're they're having a few issues. Oops. I had a stutter finger. I had to share this. Hi, Ray. Ray. Okay, wait a minute. Let me see. Hi, Dee. How you doing, sweetheart? Oh, and lovely Trish over here on Facebook too. She is just so amazing. She's also from Down Under. Her and Mary B. Okay. I gotta check my Twitter. There's just so many places to go, so many things to see. Okay. That Daily Sheeple just really kind of made me go, ugh. Okay. Ooh. The GA Songwriters. Hey there, sweetheart. Welcome aboard. Okay. I'm going to go here. Just because I did the little blurby thing about Donald Trump. Yeah, the Donald. Trumpelstiltskin. I really have zero use for him. Although he can be quite entertaining at times. But for the most part, it's like, really? He's frickin' the Donald. Really? Can you say distraction? I think you can. Okay, this is from the official DamianJames.wordpress.com, and I absolutely love the way this guy writes. I've read a couple of his op-ed things before, and they're usually quite lengthy, and this one looks like it's quite lengthy as well. 3,553 words. Don't know that I'll get all the way through it, but I will get through some of it at least. And then I'll just go ahead and share it because, wow, that's an awful lot of words. But title of it is How Liberals Brought Donald Trump to Center Stage and Why What He Represents is Here to Stay, which is really, truly sad. The author's full disclosure is that I'm not a huge fan of Trump, but then again, I'm not fond of any of the candidates for POTUS. So while I'm not a fan of Trump, I am a monumental fan of cause and consequence. You know, the concept that one cause has the multitude of consequences. And this is what Trumpelstiltskin represents. He is a consequence that's been generated due to numerous causes that have gone unmentioned in the media and in society. He's the dirty little secret that nobody wants to talk about because doing so will mean that we'll have to have an actual conversation about some of the disgusting things that aren't happening to some faceless group in a foreign country that nobody cares about, but to the very people we live with, but have ignored and brushed aside for decades. But let's get to that point in the right order. The lamestream media, the clap, rank-and-file Republican rhinos, and liberals especially are facing dire straits. The swelling crowd roar for people like Donald Trump and the Tea Party faction of the Republican Party is a phenomenon that they just can't understand or make sense of. He's just like Hitler. He's a racist dictator. He's not a true conservative. He hates women. He's this, he's that. He's all of those things and ever so much more. Because he's the Donald. The shrill denunciations and screaming that's echoing across social media and television is starting to make my ears hurt. So it's probably time for a quick explanation of Trump's phenomenon. Because clearly the media isn't getting it. And liberals especially are clueless as to what to do about him. How about to shut him down? Or how to adequately laugh him off and ignore him? So what is he? Why is he so popular? Where's his appeal coming from? How can he be stopped? All of these are the wrong questions because the man's popularity and widespread appeal doesn't come from the man himself. He's merely a symptom of a greater underlying malaise and discontent with where a lot of rural and not so rural, conservative, lower to middle income, working class people are seeing the country going. And until you understand why they reach out to a man like Donald Trump, You're basically fighting the Hydra of Greek legend. Take him down, two more will spring up in his place. Double time? What am I double timing? Uncle Grandpa! Yay! I think I know who that is. I know who that is. Grammy, I think you know who that is. Evening, Uncle Grandpa. Uncle Gamps. Okay, back to this. So, how did this malaise start? Well, a much better question. I can see that you're on your way to great things. Oh no, I'm not expecting another one. Nope. Yay. Okay. Yeah, Grammy, it does kind of sort of sound like a Mississippi family. Do you hear the banjos? Okay, back to this. This bout of anger started in the 80s or 90s, or maybe a bit earlier, before most of today's spineless liberal cretins were born. And I'm not a conservative either. Both parties blow for various reasons. Try to keep up, which, yeah, that's one reason why I really like Damian James, because, yeah, he thinks they all suck or blow, depending on how you wish to put that. You see, once upon a time in the 1980s/90s, there was a country that still manufactured goods. This country was proud of the superior quality of these manufactured goods that they created, and their products were routinely stamped with "Made in the USA." They were probably of the finest quality in the world, or close enough to what Germany's doing as to make no difference. And they were the end result of hardworking people working hard, imagine that, and being proud of what they did for a living. Middle and lower working class people worked these jobs that didn't require a college education and some serious butt kissing of douchebag managerial types who have their heads up the collective asses to get ahead. So just hard work and all-American know-how and ingenuity was all it took. But then came along a little thing called the North American Free Trade Agreement. Now, this bad little treaty sounded really great to pecker political leaders who thought that it'd expand the market and demand. Yeah, for their crony capitalist masters who were actually eyeing Mexico's lax environmental standards and ridiculously exploitative labor regulations. Once NAFTA was passed by Republican rapists and Democratic dickheads, manufacturing took a nosedive south by relocating those businesses to Mexico, leaving upwards of 700,000 people without jobs. Sure, pundits and economists can say that net trade increased with the free trade agreement, but the money wasn't being made by any of those 700,000 people who were cut loose by companies outsourcing their jobs to Mexico. That kind of thing pisses you off. When you hear that something is a success, when you were the one who got canned and had to scramble and fight for a new job that pays significantly less than what you were getting paid, while some other already rich asshole made even more money that he/she didn't need to survive or provide for their family. So, lower to middle working class people who were working these jobs took a hit. But they're resilient, and that wouldn't have done them in. But then you had a whole slew of other free trade agreements in their intervening years which did little to foster a sense of optimism and hope for the future in low to middle class working folks' lives. Adding to this group's misery is the opening of American auto markets to Japanese imports, while American car makers were effectively blocked from competing in Japanese markets. And what happens when you give someone access to your bread and butter without them extending the same courtesy? Oh, they take your bread and butter, then your cutlery, then your fridge, and kick you out of your home. 'Cause, well, you give an inch, they take a state or a region. So how many automotive manufacturers and their suppliers were effectively hung from the neck when the Japanese automakers got to town? You know, I got to argue just a wee bit here with Damien because, yeah, the Japanese automakers, they came over here and they made factories and they employed people. So let's not be pointing too many fingers here because they did provide jobs here as well. Okay, add to the equation how these Japanese manipulated their currency markets to further facilitate growing U.S. trade deficits, and you start to see a rise in anti-free trade agreement tendencies amongst the same low to middle income working class demographic. Yeah. Add to this simmering cauldron of resentment a nice dash of managerial incompetence and lack of foresight from Government Motors, Ford, and Chrysler's executives prior to the massive rise in oil and gas prices, leaving all three companies woefully unprepared to handle the catastrophic drop in demand for their gas-guzzling beauties, where more layoffs and bankruptcies were filed, and now you've got an even larger pot of people who are pissed off at not only foreign competitors, but the pieces of shit who are in charge of things over here who should have known where the gas price rise would take America and foreign demand for the last vestige of American manufactured goods. It's all part of the evil plan, don't you know? God bless run-on, compound, complex sentences. Yeah. Because the Japanese automakers have been pushing fuel efficiency since the very beginning. So they were ready and waiting. And you know, part of that is because they have to import. And so in order to keep from having to shell out quite so much because prices are not necessarily cheap, they made things to where they were more efficient. There is nothing to fault with that. If you make things more efficient, they work better and they are more cost effective. This is embarrassingly bad. I mean, if you lose out to a better team, it's one thing. But when members of your own team who are getting paid a lot of money to be visionaries of the future for your team are actively sabotaging your chances of success by being a bunch of blind dumbasses, that's the official story. That's just plain low. Because it's still your team that lost. In other words, the fix was in. And the loss isn't related to anything you could have done. But you can be damned sure where the layoffs and job terminations will be coming from, and it ain't going to the people who screwed things up in the first place. Shit always flows downhill, and those that screwed things up in the first place, they have golden parachutes. I kind of sort of wish those golden parachutes were actually made out of gold, and so when they got pushed out of their executive offices, it would drag them to the ground faster, but I can wish. You know, these people, it's all cahoots. That's the way I see it anymore. They're all in cahoots. Gotta check my Twitter. It's starting to get a little bit carried away. Okay, back to Damon. Okay. So Pontiac stores got shuttered, which I actually liked Pontiacs. Multiple rounds of layoffs and scaled back production and other automotive and manufacturing plants began. Suppliers' doors closed due to a decreased demand for parts and labor, and this pot of angry, low to middle working class people starts to get larger. and angrier at the fact that labor union leaders helped facilitate repeated backstabbery in these areas, helped turn this group of people off both the Democratic Party, who represents sleazy labor collective bargaining practices, and the Republican Party's establishment, who overwhelmingly represents dickweed management and executives across a wide swath of industries whose business model for increased revenue is to move the company elsewhere. Which means that this group has become angry and disaffected with the entire political system. Politics, many bloodsuckers. You starting to get the picture? With this, we're really just scratching the surface with these people. Because up to this point, we've only talked about the legal issues affecting their job status. Start talking about illegal immigration, and this flame starts to kindle into something greater and more dangerous. Remember those despicable trade agreements where the majority of manufacturing jobs went straight south before the ink was even dry on the laughably lame legislation, which that's pretty much what legislation is. Laughably lame. It's a triple L. And we're going to triple L. Well, now all those Central American countries have those jobs that were once American operated, which, A, it's still America. Still the Americas. Which means there should be so much work down there that people should be clamoring to return to where the opportunity is really at, their home countries. But what's this? Illegal immigration from south of the border skyrocketing during this time? But why? They've got plenty of jobs down there. Rough estimates show an almost linear trend for the illegal immigrant population starting at 1990, which was at approximately 3.5 million, to about 2008, which is now 12.2 million, approximately, when the global economy collapsed. So, now, low to middle, working class people who used to work manufacturing, who had decent paying jobs to support their families, located here in the States, watch their jobs head to Mexico and beyond. And to replace it, there are millions of illegal immigrants who are now here in America, competing for what little jobs are left for manual laborers who lack a college education. That means labor gets real cheap, real quick. It's simply supply-side economics. And what? There's no penalty for hiring Miguel? And Miguel's people are racking up ridiculously high medical expenses and increasing the rate of crime in the area? Nah, you're a racist. Then you get these simpering, wealthy, liberal, limp-wristed diaper stains who say multiculturalism is the way to go, which is basically spitting in these people's faces. I mean, having some greasy weasel tell you should embrace what has effectively become your financial and literal death isn't going to sit well when your American dream has turned into a nightmare, which is still a dream. It's just that they weren't specific. It's kind of like that Hopey McChange shit. You know, if they're not specific about what kind of change and you just go, change, change, I want change. Yeah, when you don't get specific, yeah, that American dream is a nightmare, hun. Got news for you, dipshit. You aren't the one who lives next door to these immigrants. You're comfortably safe in your gated communities with rent-a-cops policing the hood. You don't get to see firsthand what goes on outside your gated estates. You don't get to see the horde of Mexican men come boiling out of the house to help young, dumb girls inside to rape and impregnate them. Okay, it's not just them that are doing this shit. But yeah. These aren't your girls who managed to make it home, faces blackened up by these poor, unfortunate souls just yearning for opportunity. If they come home at all. These aren't your wives, or daughters, or girlfriends, or sisters being felt up or harassed in supermarkets or stores. You live in liberal la la land, safe from these situations. And you know what? I gotta admit, that shit don't happen out here either. But you know, we got mostly small communities. And I gotta tell you, some of the smaller communities out in this neck of the woods, especially the ones that are ethnic communities, whether they be Vietnamese or Asian or Chicano or whatever you wish to call them, they police themselves. And there's an awful lot of police out here that say they don't even go to those areas because they don't get called. That's part of it. Because if something happens, they police themselves. Which is as it should be. Why should you have someone that has a magic badge and gun and they, excuse me, are authorized to shoot whomever or whatever because they have a magic badge and a gun, and yet you have to stand there and take it. Or kneel there and take it. Seen some of that shit too. Don't happen out here though. Not yet. Better not either, because I tell you what, a lot of farmers out here are armed to the teeth and they won't put up with that shit. Just saying. There's a reason why there's something called human sex trafficking, and why the latest ring busted by the FBI involved an organization of illegal immigrants and their sex slaves who were migrant or U.S. citizen women and young girls who either ran away or were abducted from their families. And this organization spans several states across the South, where you don't live. You spineless halfwits make excuses for these scumbags as they peddle low and middle income class girls out to other men. You make excuses for the rampant drug use, drug-related violence, and trafficking that occurs within these same groups, because it isn't your problem, because you don't have to deal with it. You know, a lot of that drug shit would have been tended to an awful long time ago if we wouldn't have had this fucking war on drugs that has a tendency to, whenever you guys declare a war on like poverty or drugs, we have a tendency to get more of it. And y'all just made a whole bunch of gangs more wealthy, including yourselves. And y'all either turned a blind eye or you assisted. So yeah, have zero tolerance for that nonsense. I think if someone wants to put some kind of substance within their body, you know, if they ain't hurting another person or another creature, if they want to take themselves out, that is their business. I don't have to like it, but it is their business. And the government's got no business being in there. And if you get rid of a lot of this drug bullshit, well, okay, the cartels don't want us to get rid of all the drug bullshit, the war on drugs, because, well, their money stream will dry up. CIA won't have near as much money coming in for all their lovely little black ops. But, you know, if you get rid of that crap, I'll bet you drug use would go down a bunch. Oh, sure, it would spike just a skosh initially because that's what happens. You know, all of a sudden you tell people, okay, fine, fuck it. You know, we're done. Okay, you want to have at it? Have at it. And you're going to have morons go out there and go, Kilimanjaro! You know, just like you do kids that once they turn 18 or get old enough to where they can go out and convince someone to buy them alcohol, which is just as bad, if not worse. Yeah, and they die of alcohol poisoning. Oh, but wait, alcohol's legal. Why? Because it has tax stamps. Yeah. And Big Pharma. How many people die from Big Pharma shit? Oh, wait. Yeah, you have the FDA that approved all that crap. But no, this other stuff, it's bad. It's bad. It's either all bad or it's all none of your fucking business. And I lean towards it's none of your fucking business. Okay, Damien, although I love you, I'm kind of sort of, I'm going to just go ahead because this is quite a bit longer. I will finish reading it later. I'm going to go ahead and share it with y'all so you can finish reading it in your own time. What? Oh, Lord, what? Oh, holy crap, you guys have been chatting. Hanged by the neck? Ooh, that's not cool. I'm catching up on the chat over in RLM. One showed the whitest states in the Union. Oh, number 1 is Maine, number 2 is North Dakota. Well, yeah, they're cold. That's right, Grammy. They are cold states. Oh, wow. Okay. Prostate check. Ew, ew. No, let's don't go there. Is Gramps still here? No. Yeah, Uncle Grandpa's still here. Hey, Uncle Grampy. So how's the little man doing, hun? Oh, later, P. Bunyan. Singing in the shower. La da 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 da. I bet y'all wanted to hear that, didn't you? Too bad. You got to. Okay, I'm going to put this over on Freedom's Network as well. Yes, Rascal, I know. I love you too, sweetheart. You're crazy kitty. Whoa. Hi, Lino. I'm doing wonderful, sweetheart. How are you doing? I see you. How are things in your world, hun? Okay, I need to put a little emoticon here. Just because. Yeah, the fat cats. Fat cats are having a... And you know, this is one of those things where it's heads you win, tails you lose. Or heads they win, tails you lose. However that works. Yeah, that way. It's, yeah. When you work within a system where the game is rigged to where you will lose no matter what you do, that's just the way it is. So stop working within their system. Stop playing by their rules. Okay? That's what gets you in trouble all the time. Oh, that page is not found. Okay. Yes. Ow, Kiki. Oh, and my sissy poo is sharing yummy. Oh, a jalapeno popper burger. Oh, yum. That looks good. It has bacon on it, too. And seasoned fries. Mmm. And I have soup. Hi, Darwin. How are you doing, sweetheart? Yes, it is another step in the White House total douchebaggery. Darwin commented on the White House deal to press issues with toys. You know, like they don't have anything else to do. Seriously. Nothing better. It's kind of like when they got involved in the whole baseball steroids issue. What the fuck? Did you guys not have anything else to do? You had nothing else more pressing, you know, national security wise or whatever. You know, like the job that you claim that you're supposedly doing. You had nothing else going on. You had to go and have frickin' Senate subcommittee hearings and congressional hearings about baseball steroid use. I thought that's what the baseball commissioner and all that fun shit was for. Damn morons. Oop, my Twitter's going nuts. I need a drink. Oh, God. And I refresh my Twitter and there's frickin' Trumpelstiltskin. Ick. I just don't like him. Of course, I don't like any of them. I prefer me for president. I will be POTUS of my own little world. My own little realm. This is my realm. I am ruler of my realm. I am like Yertle the turtle. I am queen of all I survey. or all that I mow, at least. And those of you that have listened before, yeah, y'all know how much I have to mow. Okay. Um, oh, holy shit. My brother in law just shared this. If you're pregnant with your third child and still on assistance, the city needs to install a boot on your vagina. Yeah. Sweetheart, don't you know what causes that, honey? And part of that is because you really, really, really just don't have very much self worth. And another part of that is because you bought into the whole system BS. So, either way, not pretty. Okay. I'm going to go to my pocket because there were a few things that I saw earlier today, and this is one of them that I believe Grammy shared on a couple of places. This is for all of you that just seem to think that voting in a presidential election is going to do something, change something, make the world a better place. Here you go. In recognition of your tireless efforts to defend those who subjugate and exploit you, and your ongoing devotion, to fabricating excuses and justifications for both your own enslavement and the enslavement of your fellow man, you, there's a lovely little line, are hereby awarded this Stockholm Syndrome Merit Badge. Know that you have earned the gratitude and heartfelt thanks of the narcissistic megalomaniacs the world over for helping them to enrich and empower themselves at the expense of everyone else, including you. Bravo! Good job! Don't you feel special? I know you do. And you know what? Your kind of specialness does not deserve a window to lick, okay? So you have to have an aisle seat. Because only truly special and wonderful people have window seats for that kind of shit. Okay. And I know there's going to be some people that, I've friended a few people over on Facebook that, bless their hearts, they are very sweet, very kind, very enlightening people, very lovable people. And you know what? Sometimes people need tough love, hun. Sometimes they do. Sometimes someone needs to rattle their cage and say, yo, dude or dudette, we are not going to install a window in your belly so you can see out because your head is so far up your ass. Oh, you awarded that to Hans? Well, good job, Graham. Because, I know an awful lot of people that deserve that award. And I just shared it over on Fakeybook. But, there's an awful lot of people in this world that, although I do have a patent pending on the Pella Belly, we will install a window pane so that since your head is so far up your ass that there's no way you can see without having that Pella Belly installed. I'm thinking probably the best thing for you is to pull your head out of your ass, wipe your nose, clean out your mouth, and wipe your eyes out as well, and get you to get rid of that freaking shitty outlook and stop spreading your bullshit. If you see it, smell it, taste it, it is what it is. So, okay, what? Oh, hey, ladies. Oh, there's a friend of mine. She's also on the radio tonight, which, hey, has anybody seen BB9 lately? I have not seen my BB. I love BB. And I know he's on the radio tonight as well. Oh, there you go, Uncle Grandpa. That would work. Yeah, Trumpelstiltskin is incrementally better than Hildebeest. Incrementally. As in infinitesimally. Yeah. Well, you know what, Uncle Grandpa? That means you need to go and spend as much time with your new little dude as you possibly can. And if an X-class, a meteor or an X-class CME wipes out the Earth, well, then you will be able to spend eternity with the little guy. So see? Either way, it's just that way you won't be able to burp him and you won't get to deal with the nuclear waste product that comes out the diaper. Yeah. Good times, Uncle Grandpa. Okay, let me go look here on that effing site. Breaking news. Grammy is the new god of ancient Rome. I am the goddess of peace in the pantheon. Ah, okay. Yes. I love you too, Lino. You are so wonderful and so silly. And yeah, I would like to have world peace or world peace, and or just a peace. I mean, if we're going to, it depends on your spelling. But all three of them sound okay. I mean, world peace I would give to my brother Joey so that he could feed to his grandson when his grandson is big enough. But waiting for U.S. names linked to the Panama Papers. Oh, Gary, honey, you're going to wait a while, sweetheart. Just saying. Yeah. Okay, I'm going to go back to my pocket. Pocket. Who's got a pocket? I do, and I dug around in mine. I'm going to put this over on Twitter as well. Just because. For shits and giggles. Because I think it's just absolutely amazing, Grim. And I'm going to credit you, sweetie. Okay. Patriot quote. Okay. Back to my pocket I go, because I do have a few things here that I wish to get to. And one of them, I started reading this and I went, what? Huh? Okay. This is dated today. Austin's Lemonade Day regulations are accidentally hilarious. This is from fee.org. No, I don't want. As part of a nationwide effort to encourage kids to become entrepreneurs, Austin will celebrate May 7th as Lemonade Day. Although, if you do not have your permits in, they will come and kick over your lemonade stand because that's how they roll. Since 2009, over 80,000 kids in Austin sold more than $1.5 million of lemonade and donated over $750,000 to local nonprofits. That's called the Popo, for those of you that don't understand bullshit speak. This is according to Entrepreneurs Foundation of Central Kansas, or EFCT. Yeah. Ever gracious, the Austin City Council approved an ordinance to spare young lemonade sellers from parts of the city's mind-numbing bureaucracy. Oh, really? Well, let's wait and see. On Lemonade Day, and only on Lemonade Day, registered participants do not have to spend $35 to obtain a temporary food permit, and are also exempt from spending a staggering $425 on a license agreement and fees to use public property. What if you have it in front of your own home? That's not public property, is it? Oh, wait, yeah, that's part of that little fine print that you didn't get to read. Yeah. It's not yours. You have a deed registered, don't you? Yeah. You're just leasing it. Unfortunately, the city's friendliness to budding entrepreneurs ends there. Because lemonade stands run by kids must comply with Austin's temporary food service guidelines. And some of the rules include no home-prepared foods allowed. All foods must be obtained from an approved source. Ah, yeah, they get you coming and going. Can you say Ben Dover? Provide potable water for cleaning and sanitizing utensils. Use 3 containers for washing, rinsing, and sanitizing. Sanitizing solution must be kept between 50 and 100 parts per million chlorine. Test papers can be found at restaurant supply stores. Hand washing using a gravity type water dispenser for hand washing. Example, a drink dispenser with a spout or spigot. Use of liquid alcohol sanitizer or single-use gloves is required for all food handling. Food contact surfaces of equipment shall be protected from contamination by consumers by using separate counters, tables, sneeze guards, etc., etc., etc. Provide a ceiling or canopy above the beverage preparation and service areas. Example, wood, canvas, or other materials that protect the interior of the establishment from the weather and other agents, aka bugs, which is half the fun of buying lemonade from a child's corner lemonade stand. You get a little extra protein. Or you fish it out. If it's doing the backstroke, fish it out. If it sinks to the bottom, chug a lug. Get your protein. All food, equipment, single service items shall be stored at least 6 inches above the floor. No eating, drinking, smoking is allowed in the food booth. So, you cannot eat up or drink up your profits. You vile entrepreneur, you that got just a wee bit parched on that warm Texas afternoon. Parents or legal guardians who want their kids to participate in Lemonade Day excuse me, must also sign a waiver and agree to release, indemnify, defend, and hold harmless the organizers of Lemonade Day and anyone associated with it or Lemonade Day from any and all claims or personal injuries or property damage resulting from my children's participation in Lemonade Day, even if such injury is caused by the negligence of them, or if they wound up getting arrested because their parents didn't do the documentation because the parents said, "Fuck you, this is my kid." But at least kids in Austin have a chance to sell lemonade legally. That's so funny. In Overton, Texas, local police shut down a lemonade stand run by Zoe and Andrea Green, who were then 7 and 8 last summer. As the Economist explained, not only were they hawking without a $150 peddler's permit, but also the state requires a formal kitchen inspection and a permit to sell anything that might spoil if stored at the wrong temperature. As authorities are meant to act to prevent an immediate and serious threat to human life or health. If authorities are meant to act to prevent an immediate or serious threat to human life or health, I'm thinking you need to arrest the officers and you need to take everyone that is part of the FDA and throw them in the Gray Bar Hilton, and then people that work for Big Pharma, whether it be research and development or the big wigs that are raking it in, I think they need to have an extended stay at the Gray Bar Hilton as well, because trust me, they are a serious threat to human life and or health. Apparently the officers understandably moved in swiftly on this, which meant, probably pulled out the cuffs and everything. I'll bet they were zip ties because that's more humane. Really? Seriously? Have you ever had a zip tie that was a little bit too snug? I haven't had one on me, but I have done zip ties on things that, in order to hold them so that they wouldn't move. And wow, then trying to cut them without cutting whatever it was that I was holding. Yeah, because you can't get... Oh well. Texas has enacted cottage food laws, which are designed to ease restrictions on selling food made at home. Since the reforms took effect, about 1,400 local businesses have sprouted in the Lone Star State. Unfortunately, lemonade isn't covered by the cottage food law, since Texas regulators don't think the drink is Non-potentially hazardous. Only if someone uses real lemons and puts absolutely no kind of sweetener in it. Then you might just pucker so much that your eyeballs pop out. But, you know, I have had absolutely horrid homemade lemonade. And yeah, mm, I'm just really impressed by this. Wow, that is so understanding. Uh, who's tough? Oh, okay. What? Oh Lord. Yeah, I know how that goes, Unkachowie. My first one, I was in labor for 25 hours. Thankfully, I was not in labor near as long as Dammy Balls' wife. She was in labor for 3 days. That was not cool. But yeah, oh poor your poor little girl. Wow. And then a child that big. Ow. Ow. Bless her heart, she did wonderful. Because he's a handsome little man. Okay, I'm going to share this over on Twitter. There's a cute little puppy. There's a cute little puppy. Make America bark again? Really? I think America has rabies or distemper or something. And no, it doesn't want any shots. It really doesn't. I'm going to be obnoxious here. I know that shocks you. I know it does. But it's my job, and I do it well. Okay. I'm going to put this over on... Oh, Alan, that's so cute. My brother-in-law shares some of the coolest stuff sometimes. And then he shares some really zany stuff. And then he shares some stuff that I just kind of go, dude, seriously, you are so freaking wrong. And I'm glad you're married to my sister. Because you guys deserve each other. You really do. Y'all, you both are just absolutely just off. I know, because I am too. I'm just off in a little bit different way. Okay. Oops. Okay. I got to get this shared on Facebook too. Okay. Y'all have been chatty, chatty, chatty. Oh, he's woolly as well? Wow. Um, yes, I have had Mikey's brown flavored Kool-Aid. Yes, I have. Yes. Because it was that special kind of Kool-Aid. He said it was really good. Kind of like Larry had one of, was it Mikey that gave Larry the butterscotch candy as well? Hmm. My siblings are so wonderful. They can be. Uh, Lino, you are just so funny. Okay. I got to share this here as soon as it refreshes. Hello, Twitter. Okay, I'm going to go back and look in my pocket too while that's doing its thing. Don't be. Oh, no. I clicked on the wrong thing. Oops, my bad. You know, I haven't even been to Oopie yet today. I might have time. Um. Okay. I want to do this one just because was this? Or maybe not. Maybe I don't want to do that one. I started just throwing stuff in my pocket, and wow, is it ever full? Um, but it looks like Let me see. Oh, there we go. This is one. Yeah, this is the one that Beth shared earlier. Yeah? Oh, thanks, Moosey. I was kind of sort of there. Yeah, that's pretty much what Mikey said. Um, yeah, it was fun. It was what I thought was the coolest, which I mean they did so much fun stuff and they wrote their own little vows and all that fun. Everybody does that anymore. Um is her honey, Josh, was not allowed to see her in her dress. So before she got there, it was an outdoor wedding. Before she got there, they put a blindfold on him and the preacher walked him up to where they were going to be doing the ceremony because he was not allowed to see her in that dress until she started walking up the aisle. And the look on his face, sappy mom here. Yeah, it's pretty awesome. Pretty awesome. And to see that big lug of a guy have a tear, a little tiny tear. Yeah, it was just pretty cool. I'm happy for them. Yeah, this is cool. And they deserve each other because they're both just ornery as hell, obnoxious as hell. And his daughter is just like my daughter. And now she's my daughter's daughter as well. And I'm sitting there going, I love it. The mom's curse is kicking in whether you wanted it to or not. Because I'm evil like that. Okay, this is from impactlab.net. Lovely Miss Beth, I believe, is the one that shared this earlier today. Hacker cats, a new threat to your Wi-Fi, which, by the way, out here in Booneyville, that's the only access I have is Wi-Fi. I don't have an option. One of the joys of living in Booneyville. But hey, on a clear day last fall, an attached smartphone-sized Raspberry Pi computer was harnessed and carefully fitted into a cat. This was by German digital media student Dennis Siegel. Cosmo, a fluffy Maine Coon, hit the streets with a small device designed to tap into and amplify local Wi-Fi networks. As Cosmo wandered through a nearby park, his Wi-Fi device, War Drive, launched a series of commands designed to locate open Wi-Fi networks and break the encryption algorithms of those that were badly secured. After getting into the network owned by an area resident or business, Cosmo's War Drive amplified it, allowing anyone within up to 650 feet of the cat to freely use the Wi-Fi network they hadn't been given permission to access. Ah, this sounds like something that a cat would do. There were plenty of Wi-Fi networks, many of them with simple WPA encryption, and surprisingly, a few hidden ones without any encryption. Adding that the ones that used WPA2 encryption were more secure and couldn't be broken by Cosmos War Drive. Basically, one could just connect and use the internet for whatever, or use the server for sharing information or copyrighted files, running attacks, or spreading viruses. Because, hey, why did he do this? Because he could. Originally created as a class assignment, the playful and slightly ironic project dubbed Cat Exploit is currently just a proof of concept and doesn't limit cybercrime exclusively to felines. Foxes or raccoons might well be suited for this stealthy task, the project website says, though training them to bring the equipment back may prove more difficult. Huh. If a kitty cat got in my yard, I'm sorry, kitty cat, but my puppies, now, they love my kitties here in my house, but I really am somewhat concerned if my kitties were to get outside because that's their domain. That's where they get to run and be free and let loose of their dogginess. And any kind of little furry critter or feathered critter that comes into the yard, my puppies get it, 'cause that's what they do. And they eat it, 'cause that's what they do. And there are times when I just sit there and cry, 'cause that's what I do. 'Cause it's like, what did that poor baby do? It was good, Mom. It was good. Yeah. So I don't think one of these kitty cats would do much, around. Although, if it stayed outside the fence, it might be able to get away with something. I think, Uncle Grandpa, that there might possibly be pictures of you as well. And I don't remember if I got pictures of you or not. I don't think I did, because I uploaded all the pictures I took, because I really didn't have time to, yeah. And then I had no inclination to take pictures. It was one of them things. Here, kitty, 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 kitty. Okay, I'm just going to go ahead and share this, because, wow, there's an awful lot of technical jargon, and I'm just stopped up and not feeling up to this technical stuff. Besides, I want to get to Oopie. Oopie, Oopie, Oopie. Here, kitty, kitty, kitty. And yeah, Grumpy Cat would do that. Okay, where's my Oopie? Oopie! There it is. There it is. Oh, well. California is, huh? Okay. Huh. I'm reading several headlines and it's like, wow. Wow. This first one, California is always setting the tone for everyone else. You know that you have your California emissions. You have all of these fun little edicts that they pass down for schools. They're just always, they're such trendsetters, don't you know? Well, apparently, a California middle schooler finds meth disguised as candy. Wow. Isn't that just special? This middle schooler found methamphetamine disguised to look like candy on school grounds, police said. Chief Tracy Busby of the Ione, is that how you say that? Police department told KXTV that the boy found it he found it. I remember how my brothers found things. In any case, I'm not going to. He found this at the junior high and told school officials who confiscated the drugs. They look kind of sort of like Skittles or like Easter Reese's Pieces. We'll be working with the schools to see if we have any more of this activity, Busby said. The candy resembled hard-shelled tablet candies such as Smarties or Sweet Tarts. No, those don't look like Sweet Tarts. And they don't look like Smarties. They look like Easter-colored Reese's Pieces is what they look like. Or Skittles. School officials told CBS 13 that the candy tested positive for methamphetamine and informed parents of the incident in a letter because, well, why should we tell you something quickly? Like send out a text, because that's what they do around here. If they're going to close schools or something, they send out a text to all the parents saying, weather's crappy, no school today. No. Drugs were found on the school property. We'll send a letter. Yeah. It was scary to see that these drugs are masked as candy and could be passed off to any student as such, the principal and vice principal wrote in a statement. It is worrisome that it can come in the forms of very popular types of snacks that we see sold daily. So is meth. Even the packaging can be similar. Duh, that's part of disguise. Duh. Huh. It's like you sent a letter. You didn't send a text. So it's like several days later, the parents get this letter. Reese's Pieces is pretty much what it Um, Easter colored monkey poo. Ooh, yummy! That's pretty much what it is. Uh, yeah, I don't know who cares about us out in the sticks, Beth, but yeah, I do like being out in the sticks. Uh, Ain't nobody dope as me, 'cause I'm so fresh, and so clean. Really? Oh, are you squeaky clean, P. Bunyan? Did you use Irish Spring? Since you so fresh, so clean, you must have used Irish Spring. I don't want to see the video. Okay, I'll see it after I get done. Disguise the limit. Oh, hey, but pum pum. There you go. Okay. Wow. That just really blows my mind. And they sent out letters. Just, wow. I just can't. Wow. As oppose. Oh, crap. Learn how to spell, Grammy. There. Okay. I'm going to go back to Oopie. Oh, shit. My Twitter's going nuts. Oops. Oopie. Oopie. Did you know that Instagram, things are going really, really nuts. And this is a little conversation that I kind of sort of had with Circles earlier today. She had said whatever. My comment to her was, what is the big deal with boobs? Everybody's got them. Seriously, everybody's got them. And, unless you have some kind of surgical procedure that removes it, everybody's got them. Just like everybody's got belly buttons. Unless you have a surgical procedure that removes it, everybody's got a belly button. Everybody's got an asshole. Some people have got such a big asshole that they've become an asshole. But people go nuts when they see a boob. Unless it's in one of them little string bikini kind of things, or in a very low-cut dress. Something like that. Then boobs are okay. Oh, hey, oh, hun, look at you, girlfriend, you go. But you see a boob get whipped out to feed a child, even if it's discreetly whipped out to feed a child, and it's like, oh my God, that's disgusting. Well, here we go. Instagram apologized for confusing an Easter cake with a boob. I'm thinking 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 nipples. She from Venus? Okay. Maybe she's a Labrador. Huh. A London woman said her mother was temporarily banned by Instagram for posting a picture of an Easter cake that the social media site confused for a boob. Fiona Mosley tweeted Sunday that her mother, Sue Mosley, had been banned by Instagram after the website flagged her photo of a traditional Seminole Easter cake as containing sexually suggestive content or nudity. The cake is decorated with 11 balls around the circumference representing the 11 disciples, with the 12th ball in the middle representing Jesus. I thought Jesus had 12 disciples. Just because Judas hung himself doesn't mean you need to erase him from the equation. He had 12. Should have 13 balls on there, which would really be wow. My mom's Instagram account was suspended because she posted a pic of an Easter Seminole cake. Automated censorship gone wrong. She's gutted, Mosley tweeted. Mosley included the offending picture with a second tweet. It's not a boob, which, Honey, if that's a boob, it's a rather unusual looking one. Mosley's sister, excuse me, Jennifer, who baked the cake, posted another picture on her own Instagram account. Nipples, okay, nipples can have glitter, but those don't look like nipples. Dear Instagram, this is a cake, not a boob. Censored nipples, boob gate. Give my mom back her Instagram account. Wow. Mosley said her mother appealed the decision and received an email in response. The email, which she shared with Mashable, stated, "Your account has been disabled for not following the Instagram community guidelines, and we won't be able to reactivate it. We disable accounts that post content that is sexually suggestive or contains nudity. We understand that people have different ideas about what's okay to share on Instagram, but to keep Instagram safe for the children, we require everyone to follow our guidelines." Sue Mosley's plight went viral on social media, with Twitter and Instagram users mocking the bizarre act of censorship. Instagram reinstated the mother's account with an apology on Tuesday. "Oopsie! We made a mistake here and restored the account as soon as we learned about it. Our apologies go out to Sue Mosley for the trouble we caused her," the website said in a statement provided to the BBC. "Well, oops, our bad. We're sorry." Although it's just a fucking internet account, it's not like they took away your birthday or smothered you. It's just a cybernetic speed bump. Sue Mosley has her Instagram account set to private, but Fiona shared her mother's victorious first post back on Twitter. "I'm back. Free the Simnel." Ah, okay. Well, I don't see how that could be confused for a boob. I really don't. And I know I have led a very sheltered life. What? Bunyan, you ain't seen a boob like that since you seen a Woody Allen. Oh, wow. Oh. Oh, yeah, zestfully clean. I'm sorry. Wow. Dang, Java Doctor, that totally sucks. Okay. Let me put this over here on Freedom's Network. Oh, load the newest. Hi, D. Cheatwood. Yes, we are all mad here, and I don't mean as in angry, cranky. We're all mad. We're mad. We do not suffer from insanity. We enjoy every moment of it. It's those around us that suffer. Or play along. 'Cause that's the way we roll. Oh. Wow. Okay, I'm going to have to show you guys. This is boobs. It's just smileys over on F and N. For those of you that are on that effing site. Okay, this is boobs. Yeah, I'll just do that one. Wow. You know, there's butt puckeritis going on everywhere. What? What? If the deity thing is true? Oh, D, you're so funny. Okay, what was this, sweetheart? Lino says Grammy marries a new god of ancient Rome, and we recognizing her as the god of peace. Oh, okay. I think I already read that. Okay. Yeah, I know, Dee. You leave for a couple hours, and when you get back, all of a sudden, I have this, like, yeah, I have a glow. Which is much better than being effervescent, don't you know? Because that's not necessarily pleasant. Okay. Where am I at? Oopie. That's where I'm at. I'm at Oopie. Yeah, for the boobies in the world. Oh crap, and my Twitter's going nuts. Again. Tweedly deedly dee. Okay. Someone has boobs on the brain. Oops. Oops. There. Now I can tweet. Twitter for business. I don't give shit about Twitter for business. Okay. I had to put that over on Twitter real quick so I wouldn't lose it. Okay. Oh, okay. Okay. You know, I got to cover at least one story along these lines. And no, the boob story doesn't count. Because that was just freaking stupid. This is also over on UPI. A suspected bomb at a German casino turns out to be a sex toy. Well, whew. I gotta check this shit out. It's inquiring minds time, don't you know? Apparently, a German casino and several surrounding buildings were evacuated due to a trash bin emanating a strange noise that turned out to be a male-oriented sex toy. A dildo. Police said an employee of the gambling den at Halberstadt alerted police to strange ticking and humming noises coming from the trash bin in the men's bathroom. Oh, this was on Tuesday. And about 90 people were evacuated from the casino and surrounding businesses. A bomb disposal team was summoned to the scene, and the alert was called off when the investigators determined the cause of the suspicious sounds. A mechanical penis. Oh, no, it's a mechanical penis ring that had its vibration function activated. Wow, I didn't know there was such a thing. Oh, there is something I have never seen in 36 years on the force. That just stops everything, said Police Chief Superintendent Peter. Yes, spit it out. Peter Woody. What an appropriate name for this. He said that the gambling hall workers were right to call the police, as the situation could have been something much worse, like an actual dildo. And it may have been larger than life size, which could have traumatized some. Although, whatever. Oh. Oh, yeah. Oh, there's a little link on the side talking about the wildfires here in Kansas and Oklahoma. And yeah, they flat ass got crazy. That was this last weekend, I believe. Okay. If a person is not prepared to deal with vicissitudes of whimsical or capriciously applied censorship online, then perhaps the internet is not for them. That is true. And that is also true, Uncle Grandpa. If you don't like the service they are providing you for free, go find another free service. Yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah, it is an indirect cost, though. Hi, Bretta. Over in the RLM chat, my lovely Bretta is giving me shit. And he said, so, Mary had a tough time spitting out Peter. Yeah, I did. Oh, that's just too freaking funny. Good one. Thank you. I stepped into that one, didn't I? Oh, my brother, he loves me so. Mainly because he has such a good time, and I'm an easy mark for that as well. Because I usually open mouth insert foot, not Peter, a foot, as in one of my own. Um, yes, Weta, I agree, sweetheart. Um, Hi, Lorraine. Ow. Oof. Oh, Lorraine over on Facebook commented on the lemonade thing. She said the days of the youth of children are gone. In some states, you need a permit. In others, you can still sell it. Most kids I see do so at their parents' yard sales, though, which, yes, my children, way back in the day before people got legit crazy, my children sold cookies and Kool-Aid and lemonade at the garage sales. Although I wasn't selling my garage, I should have called it a garbage sale because it was things that I no longer wanted or could use. And yet people would come and they would dicker with you about, you want a quarter for that? I'll give you a nickel. You ever notice that about people? They go to freaking garage sales. You got everything marked at either 10 cents or a quarter. I'll give you a nickel. Oh, man. That's one of the reasons why I quit doing garage sales. Another reason was because you'd say that the garage sale started at 8 o'clock and they were freaking there banging on your door at 6:30 in the morning. It's like, really? Seriously? I have a gun. It's not loaded at the moment, but it will be shortly. Leave or I will use it. Even if it's just to bash you upside the head. Dumbass. There's some, wow. Yes, Alan, those are. And no, it is not April Fool's Day anymore, and Alan is right. Those are the founding fathers of ISIS. Just so you know. Okay. Let me see here. Where did I put that over on FN? Load newest. What? Good one, D. Okay. Let me share this link. Because that's just too freaking funny. There you go. And where did there I am. Oopie. I only have about 15 minutes left. So let's see. What can I find? What can I find to get me in trouble? Dropping a match blasts a manhole cover into the air. You know, so will lighting a Bic right by somebody's ass. As they're getting ready to be effervescent, you know, blow intestinal kisses. Yeah. Some people just ain't got brains God gave goose. Why do they say that? Are goose really that dumb? Geese? Whatever. Let's see. Okay, well, I gotta see here. Children find what? Oh, I gotta go here. I gotta do this. That's just too freaking funny. Or at least the headline is. It may not be nearly as funny as I think it is, but the headline's hilarious. Gangster turkeys destroy property and intimidate residents in New Jersey. Well, you know, you are the Garden State. And birds like vegetables. A group of wild turkeys, not the bottled stuff, have struck fear into several residents of a New Jersey town by harassing residents and causing property damage. What? They were the shits everywhere. There's bird shit everywhere. Courtney Lopchinsky of Teaneck told CBS 2 that the wild turkey burst through her kitchen window as she was eating dinner with her children. Were you eating one of their relatives? I grabbed the kids and we literally ran for our lives out of the house because we were so scared. Okay, I've been chased by turkeys and yeah, they can be mean. It can hurt. Because my ex-mother, yeah, she had a turkey, Tommy turkey, that, wow, when he bit you, he freaking bit you. I had a welt for weeks. In any case, all of a sudden it went straight through the window. We were covered in glass. The turkey was covered in mud and water and kept flapping its wings, throwing mud water everywhere. Well, mud water is like water and dirt, which makes mud. Lopchinsky told NJ.com that the turkey, which caused $6,000 worth of property damage, is part of a pack of 4 that is known for causing trouble throughout the neighborhood. Ah, they're the gobblers. Ah, it's that gang of gobblers, I tell ya. $6,000 worth of damage jumping through your kitchen window? Kind of window did you have, hun? Wow. They're like gangster turkeys, she said. They terrorize kids at bus stops and chase people to their cars, which they're pretty freaking badass when they get up against your car, too. Just say it. New Jersey Fish and Wildlife are working to trap and relocate the turkeys, but Health Officer Ken Catter encouraged residents to avoid the turkeys as they are particularly aggressive during mating season. Now, see, now it's starting to make more sense. They're just horny. Okay. Start by not confronting the turkeys to start with. You can chase them away by making noise, water hoses, or even your leashed dog. Oh, yeah, keep your dog on a leash so when it chases after the turkey and all of a sudden it goes yoink and jerks the dog back, and then the turkey looks at it and goes, we gonna fuck with this dog. Neener, neener, neener. Yeah, you know what's gonna happen. They gonna fan their tail feathers, shake their booty in front of the dog, and the dog's gonna be barking like crazy at the end of its lead. Yeah, I can see this shit. Lopchinsky hopes that a solution can be found that will keep both the turkeys and the residents of Teaneck from any more harm. Wow. There has to be a peaceful solution. They can't just keep ransacking the neighborhood. Oh, that's just too freaking funny. Although it's not. I mean, turkeys can, yeah. I've been on the receiving end of a turkey on a tirade. Okay, at Brother Mikey's house, yes, I did pick on the turkeys there. Yes, I did pick on that turkey, but that turkey was messing. It was funny. Okay, geese are fucking stupid. Okay, thank you for that information, Uncle Grandpa. Uh, okay, 10 more minutes. What can I find? Huh. Gobble, 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 gobble. My nose is really starting to plug up. Can you tell? Egad. Oh. See, that's just the turkeys paying you back for that whole Plymouth Rock thing. That's what it was. Let's see. I gotta find just the right little emoticon. Oh, here you go. We'll do this one. Neener, neener, neener. Oh. By the way, I will be on Friday, but you know what? Before I'm on Friday, I think Vince and Flash will be on Friday at noon Central Time. Is it 7 o'clock again, Denmark time? Have you guys done your time change already? In any case, they will be on with This Is No Time for Rational Thinking on Friday. I don't know if we've got anybody coming on Thursday. I will be on to kick off the Freaker Friday evening festivities at 8 o'clock Eastern Time, 7 o'clock Central Time, which is really the only true time zone because it's mine. And then following me, you will have a little bit of a hiatus, and then it will be Grammy and Moose Girl with the Freakers Ball. So yeah, we got some fun stuff coming up yet this week here on RLM Radio. Plus, they have all kinds of way cool channels in their channel selector. Check them all out. Check one or two out. I don't care. Just check them out. Because, hey, it's Redidio, and it's fun. And, hey, they let me play, which basically lets you know that if I can do it, anyone can. Because, really, good thing you ain't paying for this. I am. One way or t'other, I'm going to pay for this. I know I am. Okay. I think I'm going to go and check out Fark. Oh, no. You know what? I haven't been to the pig for a while. Let me go check out the pig. Pig. Oh, hey. Pig helps precious snowflakes get ready for a place they'll be visiting for the first time. Realville. Really? That is so sweet of you, Hambo. Dated for tomorrow. Getting a little ahead of yourself. Are you guys in a time warp? I don't know. Cheater. Over on Pig, for the politically incorrect Gazette.com, the word of the day is computer. It's a ubiquitous bit of modern technology that is the embodiment of all those character traits which we loathe, which they occur when they occur in an alleged human. The quotable quote for the day is, "Attention pachyderm punks, any woman who buys into groupthink, aka we have our own special reality, is never going to punch a Chad for the GOP, no matter how hard you try to sound like a Democrat." That's true. And no, sweetie, I did not notice your major computer meltdown yesterday, hun. Did you have a major computer faux pas? I hate when that happens. Okay, this date in history, April 6th, or the 6th of April, depending on what part of the world you're in. In the year 451, one of those too fun for words back in the day party animals, Attila the Hun, spends some quality time in Metz and leaves a huge mess. Damn tourists. This date in history, the 6th of April, 1926, Mussolini's Irish wife goes native on him and breaks his nose. Posthumous Girly Man Award conferred. This date in history, 1987, after speculating on why there weren't many black managers in the MLB on Nightline, Dodger executive Al Campanis, is that how you say that? I don't pay attention to that shit, is race-carded into an early retirement. Winner. This date in history, 1994, always on the cutting edge of history, Vatican acknowledges the Holocaust, sets new Vatican speed record. Timely response. Yeah. Okay. Alrighty. There's lots more for you to peruse over here on the pig. I will go ahead and share the link for y'all. Hambo's always got something to make you just kind of go, "Aye." And what? These turkeys are out of control. They aren't human. They can't be reasonable. That's true. They can't be. Oh, I didn't know Canadian geese had bigger peckers. Do you think maybe they need to get into a little bit of a tete-a-tete on a stage like our POTUS candidates did? Ah. And yes, Uncle Grandpa, you could do radio because you do have a very good voice for it. All 20 bazillion of the voices that you whip out. Oh, well, let's see. What time is it? You know what? It's getting close to that time. And seriously, I need to blow my nose. It's. I love this time of year. Once I get past all of the massive input of pollen and get my oils, get my system back up to where I need to be, I'll be good to go. But for now, I have a nasal blockage. It's really pissing me off. So, y'all have an absolutely awesome rest of your Wackadoodle Wednesday evening. Like I said, we do have lots coming up on Friday. There's also going to be all kinds of fun and entertaining things over the weekend, like The Bridge with Kira on Saturday, Bo Diddy with his Bodacious Tunage Saturday evening, Grimner coming on with the blues, leading into Hal Anthony on Sunday. So, woohoo, woohoo, all kinds of shit coming up. Until then, though, I am going to go blow my nose and take a bath